Charity workers say thousands of school children in the West Midlands are missing out on regular, healthy lunches, either because their families don't qualify for free school meals or because they aren't claiming them.
Well, figures show that almost 140,000 pupils are claiming free meals this year, but another 27,000 families are entitled to that support. BBC1's political reporter Elizabeth Glinker has the details.
A mark of the times, perhaps, a growing number of Midlands parents are now relying on free school meals.
Job losses that are happening all across the country. I just think people just can't afford to feed their children. So I think if they get the chance to get a free school meal, they're going to take the opportunity to have it.
At this Birmingham school, the head says over half of his first years are now having free lunches, and staff are even spending their own money to provide food at preschool clubs.
We offer free breakfast in the morning because we found that many of the students were coming to school having not eaten, and that's free school meals and those that pay for their meal. And we all know that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It sets the students off on the right footing for the day. It gets them ready to learn.
In January 2009, at the start of the economic downturn, 122,000 children were having free school lunches. By the start of this year, that figure had gone up to just under 140,000.
But the figures could be the tip of the iceberg. The charity The Children's Society says they estimate 130,000 more children in our region are living in food poverty, but aren't currently entitled to free school meals.
At Baverstock, the importance of making sure children have enough to eat has been underlined by an improvement in results.
The teachers invested in getting the children into school early, getting the breakfast club set up so that they could get that first meal during the day and spend some time with the teachers learning too. And by doing that, we've seen an improvement in the exam results recently, and I think we'll carry on seeing that improvement going forward.
The government's new pupil premium means schools get extra money for every child taking free school meals. But with numerous pulls on their finances and the continuing recession, that money has to go a long way. Elizabeth Glinker, BBC Midlands Today, Birmingham.
Well, joining us now is Ellen Broom from the Children's Society. Thanks very much for joining us this evening. Your charity estimates a further 130,000 children living in food poverty in the West Midlands, but they're not entitled to free school meals. Just explain what food poverty actually means in practice.
Well, food poverty is families not having enough food to feed their children, or children going hungry to school. And I think free school meals is a key way to address food poverty in the UK.
You say not having enough food, but isn't it also about finances as well? And is it about not having enough food or not having enough money, or is it about managing budgets?
No, I'd say that the parents that we work with at the Children's Society, they face some very, very harsh choices. And we hear of cases of parents that skip meals or have very small portions so that they can feed their children. They have to choose between maybe heating the house, putting a hot meal on the table, or buying school shoes.
So if things are that serious, why aren't they entitled to these free school meals?
Well, at the moment, the basic criteria is whether you have a parent who's in work or not in work. We are calling on the government at the Children's Society. We're calling on the government to make sure that all children who live in poverty are entitled to a free school meal.
And what's the budget implication for that? Because we all know that finances are tight at the moment. How much more would that cost councils here in the West Midlands?
Well, to give a child free school meals for a week costs about £10. But this is a key investment in our children's future and in our country's future. We know that providing children with free school meals improves their concentration, improves behaviour in the classroom, and ultimately improves their life chances.
It might sound a little harsh, but putting a monetary value on that, you're talking about just over £1.25 million.
Yes.
Worth it in your view?
This is one of the key measures that the government can put in place to lift children out of poverty, and a real investment that helps both parents who are struggling at the moment with families' finances and improving children's outcomes.
Ellen Broom from the Children's Society, thank you.
Thank you.
A 24-year-old woman's appeared before magistrates